YouTube, Andy here. I'm prospecting in Wisconsin for flour gold. So far I haven't had much luck, as you can imagine, but I got hit by the gold fever and I've got to pursue it. So I'm gonna see what I can find here. Hopefully got into some gravel here and some muck. I'll keep digging here and I'll pan it down to concentrates and I'll show you what I got. I'll show you what I got here. Before I do that, you know, I really like the idea of prospecting for gold. I think it's enjoyable to be outdoors and you know, find that treasure. Of course, in Wisconsin, the chance of finding that gold is pretty rare, and so the gold fever that I have, I need a reliever, and I'll show you what I bought to get that taken care of. So let me show you what I got here. Let's see if you can see this or not. Wow, shocking. I don't see anything. Now, there could be some super fine material in there, like 200 mesh, something like that. You know, and I'm going to be keeping a lot of the black sand, and someday if I get a miller table or something like that, you know, I might run this stuff through. The problem is I could be doing this for years and years and years. I could be actually 200 years old just like this. So rather than looking like that and waiting for gold, I decided, you know what, I work full-time. I love the thought of gold prospecting, but I don't have all the right equipment, I don't have the right land, so I decided to find a pay dirt source. So I looked online, and looks like, you know, these gold pay dirt stores can be spotty. So like if they really want to get their name out, maybe they're a little generous with their gold, and then once they're established, maybe they reduce that amount. That's what I've heard. So right now it's April 2017, so I decided right now it looks like Lynch Mining is the pay dirt to get. So I ended up getting the reserve pay dirt, and right now it was $65 plus shipping. They usually say it's guaranteed, you know, up to 7 days processing time, up to 3 days shipping, and it took about 10 days to get it to me in Wisconsin. They guarantee that there is at least 1 gram of gold in it, and so I have zero panning experience. I don't have any of the sluice boxes. I don't have classifier screens or anything like that. So I'm gonna dump this dirt in the pan, get it wet, pan it out into you know, a tote, so I don't lose anything if I miss it, and we'll see what we got. So let's go do that. Alright, so here's what we got. Reserve pay dirt, Lynch Mining. I believe it says it's got about 60% blonde sand, 40% black sand. So I got the tote there. I'm gonna get this all wet and we'll see what we got. one of the reasons why I wanted to get some of this pay dirt is to make sure that I perfect my panning, because I really don't know what I'm doing, just other than watching some gold hog videos and, you know, some of the more reputable guys on YouTube. So when I see what I'm doing here and I can re-dry it and practice again, and, you know, when the time comes to do some traveling and hit some real creeks, then I'll feel more confident that I'm getting what I should be getting. So let's see what we got here. Wow, look at that. Look at that one. That's awesome. Alright guys, well, I'm very impressed with Lynch Mining Reserve pay dirt. It was so fun to actually see the gold in the pan. Having never panned for gold before, to see the shiny gold in the pan is an awesome feeling. So I am going to re-pan a lot of the pay dirt in the tote, because I'm sure I lost a lot. I will get it all on a scale, weigh it up, show you what I got, and we'll be back in just a second. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you this. Something that I realized that I didn't do when I was doing that first panning is put jet dry in the water. So you can see right here that gold floating. So you can imagine a lot of the gold that I missed in there because I didn't put jet dry in. So that's why there's no doubt that I'm going to repan everything to make sure that I capture all the gold. But one last look at those pickers. Those are awesome. Alright, so I've got everything cleaned out here. Let's take a look what we got. So the first clean out that I did ended up as follows here. Let's put it on the scale. All right, so we got 0.96 grams. That's not too bad. And actually, you know, with some of those bigger nuggets, those turned out really nice. So now it's going to vary a little bit with the scale. It's actually, believe it or not, the wind is actually making it jump around just a little bit. But when I did the second panning, I was actually surprised there wasn't a whole lot more, and I'll show you what I got there in a second. Let me get rid of this for a second. Actually, just so you can see it, I'll weigh some of these nuggets. .27, 0.18. Pretty nice. Alright, so here's what the second pan produced. .3 grams, so 0.03 grams, so not a whole lot more. I was surprised that the initial pan did capture majority. Obviously once I added the jet dry, it was nice to see the extras that came out. I did pan it out the third time, and there was 0 colors in that third pan, so I'm confident that I got all the gold out of it. So let's do a final weigh up here. So here's going to be the final tally here. I'm really amazed actually at how much that wind is affecting this scale. Pretty sensitive scale, I guess. All right, so 1.05, 1.06, somewhere in there. So okay, so here are my final thoughts. I never thought that I'd make money doing a paydirt test. I strictly wanted to do it to have the fun of actually seeing gold in the pan, which I definitely accomplished. The overall tally of 1.05, I can tell you that when I was researching which paydirt to actually get, Lynch Mining was at the top because of 2 review sites. One was Wayne Schmidt on a YouTube channel, wayne'sthisandthat.com. When he did this specific paydirt, he ended up with the final tally of 1.401 grams. Very knowledgeable, way more knowledgeable than this review. Definitely check it out. The other paydirt review on YouTube is goldpaydirtreviews.com, and when he did the tally, he was at 1.54 grams. So earlier I mentioned that there's a knowledge out there that maybe some of these companies will enrich their paydirt to get a lot of people on board and then maybe start to cut it back. Now 1.05, I'm still happy with it. Like I said, I don't plan on making any money on it, but maybe we're towards the tail end of that, maybe not. I wouldn't use this specific review as the end all. You could grab a paydirt from them and end up more than 1.5, who knows. I am going to be trying their other paydirt out. It's called the Black Label Reserve, and that's supposed to have like mostly black sand, and some of these review sites actually ended up with even higher tally than what you're seeing here. So very pleased with it, very happy. I'm glad that I did it. Definitely stay tuned because I will be doing another review on that black label once I get that. So like everybody says, please like and subscribe.